already know what it is, MPS. It is the one and the only wellness queen, okay? So welcome back for another great video of this month's theme, self-compassion. So we have already reviewed generally what self-compassion means. Last week we talked about self-kindness, and this week we are talking about the concept of common humanity. So come on in here while we get deep. All right, as previously mentioned, this week we are talking about common humanity. But what's that mean? I mean, the two words separate feel kind of, self-explanatory. But common humanity really is the understanding that we are all works in progress. We are all flawed. We all make mistakes. And in that, there is this interconnectedness that kind of highlights that you aren't the only one going through stuff, right? And that's important for self-compassion because oftentimes in our suffering, we can think, oh, well, we're the only ones going through something. And so it must have been something that we caused for this to happen. Thus, we don't deserve compassion. But the reality is we're all sharing in some level of suffering, right? Large or small. We're all having moments of where we make mistakes and fail and come up short. And in that, the hope is that there is an understanding that you are not alone and we are in this together. And so, hopefully the idea of being in community with people doing the similar things that you do, it takes away from this feeling of isolation and that there's something wrong with you. And the hope is that it fosters some level of empathy for others and compassion for others that you then can replicate for yourself. So how do we do that every day? Let's talk about it. You might be thinking, wellness queen, how do I perpetuate this? I mean, one of the most simple ways is building community that is focused on being honest and normalizing some of these feelings and normalizing moments of feeling inadequate or like you're failing. It's important to be in community so that you have an understanding of what everybody else is going through in relation to you, but also a place where you can also get support and be affirmed. Once again, engaging in your common humanity. And then I think just overall being mindful and positive around the human condition, right? Have an understanding that everybody is going through something and that everyone could use small bouts of kindness. So once again, when you're thinking about how do I treat myself and how do I be good to myself, one component is also having an understanding of where you are at in relation to everyone else and knowing that you are not some other crazy thing, but that you are sharing the human experience. See you next week.